Do you have a dirty little secret? Welcome to the club.
And you're all invited.
The first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
We're handing out memberships, free of charge.
Step up to the VIP line and let Dana and Brimstone take you on a weekly ride of secrets and debauchery.
Now buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get heated on the Dirty Little Secrets Club.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Dirty Little Secrets Club. I'm Dana Pereira.
And it's Brimstone.
Hey, you are showing some skin there, Brimstone.
Ooh, look at this, right? Boom, 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 boom. You like that? Yeah. Oh, see, people can't see it. Just because I got a little extra meat now doesn't mean I can't shake the boobs. You know what I'm saying? I could shake them. I could, do the whole 9 yards. It is fantastic. That's all I got.
What? It never, ever fails. Whenever I see a man that can do that with his pecs, I'm fascinated by it immediately because I do it to mine and I'm like, it doesn't work. It's not working. It's like doing Kegels with your breastises.
That's so funny. What do you call the Kegels? Do you do Kegels?
How can I do? I'm doing them right now.
Whoa! All right, that's the way to start the show. What do you call it? The Kegel exercises. Apparently, men are supposed to be doing that too. But I don't know. I don't know if I do them right, I guess. Isn't it just like the clenching? Like, it's like,
but for men, you just make it go like this, right? Like, is that what men's do?
I can make them, bounce, like, it was like one of those low riders that I make it bounce. Like, when I was younger and things worked a little bit better than they do now, and I was, but my wife used to be like, wow, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Okay. Like that's control, babe. That's called experience. Off last week's episode. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. What do you call it? The whole the chest thing is it was funny because I always did it and everybody like, what the hell? And I don't know, man. I thought everybody could do it.
No, not everybody. It's funny. My girlfriend was just telling me the other day, she's like, oh, well, now that we're older, we can't like run or cough or sneeze without peeing ourselves. And I was like, speak for yourself. I've done Kegels. I'm good. My shit's tight. I'm not peeing at all.
That's so funny. All right. Well, there we go. That's a great way to start the show. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
It's a great way to start the show. Are you taking the first run on things here?
Yeah, let's go for it. We're hopping right in. You know what? We teased this one the last episode because we were going to do it and then we ran out of time. So kicking us off, it says, I'm in a polyamorous relationship and I cannot help getting insanely jealous sometimes when he's with his other partners. I know what I signed up for, but I was not expecting this.
All right. Well, first and foremost, you signed up for it. I'm sorry, but you signed up for it. I do understand the jealousy thing because but if you were that type of a person, you should not have gotten into that type of a relationship. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Like I've seen those poly families and those poly groups and with sister wives and all that. I could never, ever understand that. You know what I mean? At least on the woman's side, the man's like, hell, I got a woman for every day of the week. I'm just going, whoa, like, I don't know.
Wonder how that would work out on the other side. Like instead of sister wives, we got brother husbands. Yeah, and it's just like a chick and like one dude's, cleaning the toilet and the other one's like giving her a massage and the other one's cooking her dinner. Like I'd be down for that.
Oh, you'd be down for that? Yeah, but then you'd have to handle, 6 guys or 4 guys. And that's not, I mean, look, you have enough with one, right? Yes. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that just sounds like a lot of work.
I'm sure it is. I don't even want to pretend that it wouldn't be for a woman.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
for a man too, right?
Yeah. Well, again, depends on what man it is. I would like to think that if I was in that position, I'd be like, all right, I'm getting it every night and I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my outlook on it. I don't know.
I mean, now that I think about it, it wouldn't suck if sometimes when I was like, I'm not in the mood. How about you just go over to Mary Jane and help yourself?
There you go. You get high with Mary Jane. That's it. Go fly high. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be good. You'll be good. Just
But
enjoy.
then I would have to hurt Mary Jane, so that's not gonna work.
Well, but that's the thing. You know what I mean? So like if you're invested in you know that, and that's the thing about like those type of relationships, those poly relationships where there's multiple women, or and I'm sure there are multiple men kind of things also, but you know, the multiple women with one guy, I've got to believe that at some point they're getting jealous or you know not liking the other one. But you know, in some of the relationships it seems like they're all like, you know, they love each other and they're all happy with it, and you know,
Yeah.
they get them on Tuesdays and the other one gets them on Wednesdays, and you know, like whatever it is. And I don't know, man. And
Well,
never
what
the
was
twain
that?
shall meet. I don't know.
There was that show on like TLC or something, and it was the
Yep.
dude and the three women, and he had like
Yep.
separate houses for all of them, but they were like
Yeah.
all on the same block, and he had like 15 kids with three different women, and man,
If I
all
would
the
have
drama.
if I would have that much money where you can have like all different properties, you know what I mean? What, just put them all in the one property, bro. Like just put them all. Why are you gonna waste all that money? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
put them all in one property and they're all good. You know, have a big mansion and you'll be set. And they'll all take care of everything together.
Just
Right?
they each get like a different wing of the house.
Oh my lord. That's, I mean, better than having like 20 freaking different properties. Like, all right, well, now I have to pay the mortgage on how many houses, you know, and I have to put food in how many houses, and because apparently he was paying for most of it, right?
Yeah,
From
well,
what I
I'm sure
remember.
I'm sure they were making a shit ton of money off of their TV show. It probably made it pretty easy for him because they were in like Utah or something. It's not like Utah is super expensive property.
No, no. Yeah, but you also got to remember that not all TV series, you're not making a shit ton of money on every single TV show that you're doing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So you got to put that in perspective too. So what you see from the outside looking in is not what's necessarily happening on the inside.
Yeah.
However, they are given the opportunity to be out in the public eye, which means that they have more than enough opportunities to make for themselves in order to
Mhm.
make that extra dough. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So but yeah, like you said, in Utah in general, I think that you know the land there is a lot less expensive than it would be for where either you or I live.
Right.
You know, here in New York, I can't imagine somebody owning, you know, 5 or 6 houses and not renting them out. They're just, oh yeah, I have one of my sister wives living
Yeah.
there.
Just a
No,
house
two
for
of my
each of my
children.
wives.
Yes, two of my children, and I'm just gonna go visit, and you know, on this one on Monday and that one on Tuesday, and I'm gonna give this one a drilling on Friday. It's gonna be wonderful. I can't wait. And then we're gonna have the big family cookout, and then we're gonna have a sweet orgy afterwards. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fantastic. Oh, it'll be wonderful. The children will watch. It's okay. You know?
I'm wondering though, do they ever do that in poly relationships? Like all of them
I
at once? Or is it like a separate relationship for each of them, but he's just allowed to have multiple of them?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't think never, I think never the tween they meet. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't believe that they do it together unless they, I mean, look, there might be some relationships like that.
Right.
Well, you know, hopefully our poly person will give us some feedback. What, you know,
Yeah.
when he's with his other partners, I mean, you know, is it something that you'd be getting involved with or you'd want to get involved with? Tell us, let us know. We want to learn more. We don't know everything, even though we pretty much do. I mean,
Yeah. We pretend like we do. And what we don't know, we make up.
That's right. That's right. We'll make that up and it'll sound good. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I feel kind of bad. That sucks that, you are in this relationship. Obviously, you knew what you were getting into, but it has to be hard, even when you know you're getting into something. I mean, this happens all the time,
Well, that's how sex works, Danny. You have to be hard to get in. If you can't get in, then you've got a problem. Then it's not working. You've got to
how
use
it
alternate
works?
methods. Yes. Yes. I mean, unless you're a girl and then you got this and this and this and this. You know what I mean? But all right, I'm bad today. Okay. I'm gonna tip back a little bit. All right, here we go. All right. It's all you. It's all you.
No, but I mean, it's just like, I mean, this is a terrible example, but like, you want to give your kids a birthday party and plan this whole thing out. And then you have to have like, 10 annoying children running around and you're like, oh, this is awful. I hate this. Why did I get myself into this? But you got yourself into it because you love your kid and wanted to make them happy. And I assume that maybe that's kind of like the same thing with this relationship. You fell in love with somebody and
But
wanted
that
to make them happy, maybe.
but but that same relationship and the same kids are also your husband's kids from the 50 other women that are in the other houses next to you. So
In that example, yeah.
so now you're so now you're dealing with all those kids, and that's just the kids that are internal. Who knows about what else is outside or friends, and anyway.
There is no peace in that house. That
No.
sounds very hectic, very chaotic.
So give us some more feedback. We appreciate you you writing in. Thank you so much. I hope you got something out of this, but please let us know more. If you let us know more, we can talk more. We can discuss this more, and hopefully we'll have some time for it next week if you send it in. Am I right, Dave?
Absolutely.
All right. So let's move on. You want to move on?
Go for it.
All right. I like pineapple on my pizza. That is such a wonderful, dirty little secret. It's simple. It's just, listen, I'm okay with pineapple on my pizza too. I don't know why people are so freaked out about that. I really think that it's perfectly fine. I think pineapple on pizza can be good. I'm not a ham guy, so I don't do like the pineapple ham thing. You know what I mean? But bacon and pineapple is cool. I like bacon. I'm all right. What about you?
I'm on team pineapple on pizza. I love pineapple on my pizza.
Yeah.
And I get real weird with it too. I like my Domino's pizza order is pineapple, mushrooms, and black olives. That's my pizza order. That's what I get as toppings on my pizza, and it's delicious.
That's not bad. I mean, I'm not big on the mushrooms, but what do you call it? Like, the rest. I mean, that's good. Like, I would maybe skip out the mushrooms and maybe throw some jalapenos on it. You know what I mean? Go the jalapeno
you're just trying to get on jalapeno girl's good side. I see what you're doing.
I wasn't, but you made me laugh. You made me smile, Dana. You made me crack. And I was not thinking that, but now I am. So thank you so much. Hey, jalapeno girl, how you doing?
How you doing, girl?
How you doing, jalapeno girl?
We love you.
I we haven't heard from her in a little bit, right?
We haven't. No, send us an email just to say hi. We miss you.
Absolutely. So so we're team pineapple on pizza. If you don't like it, fuck you. That's it. End of story.
If you don't like it, don't put pineapple on your pizza.
I know, right? Don't look at my plate. You don't have to look at my plate. You don't look at what's going in my mouth. I mean, unless you're my sexual partner, you don't need to know what's going in my mouth. You know what I mean? That's it. End of story. So all right, you're next.
This one says, I am secretly bisexual. My wife has no idea. I have actively sought out men and have engaged in oral sex.
You know what's weird? Like, I have seen so much of that. And there are a lot of guys that, I mean, I hate to say, because they call them beards, like the wife is a beard.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, they're pretending to not be gay or not bisexual because they're, involved with a woman, so they because they don't want people to know, they don't want to come out. Listen, man, again, I completely appreciate the fact that you're bi, you know what I mean? And that's okay. And it's okay to be bi, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you should be proud of that. But if that's the case, you shouldn't be lying to your wife. I mean, we say that every week when we have something like this come up. It's like, all right, well, my wife doesn't know, but I'm getting, some head from some other guy. Like, listen, man, like, if you want to do that, then at least tell your wife. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she'll want to get involved too. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, the more that we get into stuff like this, I feel like the more my eyes are kind of opening into just how hard it must be to be in a relationship where you love your wife, but you also have these feelings for somebody else. I mean, how terrifying it must be to like think of telling your wife that, because she might leave and you don't want her to leave, right?
No, I get it. But at the end of the day, like, if that's the case, then you know what I mean? Like, if you love her, then, or you love him, then tell him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to lose that person, be honest. What's worse? Finding out, from you being honest, saying, hey, this is what's going on, and I need to tell you about it, or finding out in some effed up way later, which it's always going to happen. It will always happen. You ain't going to find out from the DLS club, that's for sure, because we keep our mouths shut.
Yep.
That being said, on the flip, it will happen. Somebody will find out. And now you're going to be dealing with it in a manner that you certainly don't want to be dealing with. So my recommendation is be honest, figure it out, dig deep, and, come out with it. That's
All right. All right. I don't know where I stand on this one yet. I'm struggling with it. Man, we get a lot of hard ones, don't we? Where you're like, shit, what do you do?
Well, there's a lot of guys, and they, like I said, hard ones, and so of course you're gonna have them hard because they have to be hard, otherwise they're not working. I mean, they could be semi-hard. That works too, I guess.
I guess. Okay, it probably won't feel as good though. I don't know. I don't have a penis though, so.
Yeah. Well, technically you do, but it's attached to your husband.
It's attached to my husband. That's right.
And and I'm sure you have things that'll look like them and hang around the house here and there. But we're not going to talk about that because that's different. That's for a different day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, man, I here's the thing: is like there are a lot of guys out there who, they I guess they have this need, or or they feel that they're interested in both men and women, but they're in these relationships, and I just can't see going and cheating like that. You know what I mean? Like me personally, like I know people that are like that. Like friends of mine who are like that. But I don't know. Maybe I guess I can't empathize 100% here because I'm not interested in men. I'm only interested in women, and I'm married and I'm good, but even when I was single, it was like, no, you know what I mean? Even when I did other things, I didn't need another sword in the room, that's just not my thing, so, but I appreciate their kink day. I appreciate it. But
and
the
I guess
honesty.
I hear what you're saying there because you are in a relationship, and just like you're attracted to women, you're not going to go off and get some head from a girl when you're married. So like, what is the okay part when you're bisexual? I feel like you still are like, you're still under the same rules of being in a relationship, whether you're bisexual or straight or gay or whatever.
It's all the same rules. If you're in a relationship, especially a marriage, come on, man. It's the same rule set. And again, look, I'm not here, and Dana's not here to tell people you shouldn't be cheating. Again, your kink is your kink. You do whatever you want to do. We don't do it. We're not going to support it, but we're also not going to tell you you're wrong by doing it. However, we will say that this would be the more appropriate way to go about it.
Yes, agree.
Agree. So, all right. So, you ready to move on? Or you still on this?
No,
all right. Let's see. I accidentally ran over my mom's cat. Oh my God. The cat got out. I was behind my wheels, and I didn't realize until it was too late. I scraped up the cat and buried it in my mom, and my mom still thinks that it got out and ran away. No effing way. I'm telling her I smooshed her little poopsie. Wow. First of all, I feel so bad for that little pussy. It got pounded, and and that's just awful. And I feel so bad for it. Like that's harsh, man. That's really harsh. Like, really oof. But I think in this certain scenario, keep the lie going, keep it going. Don't tell her what happened. Just let it go, and maybe be nice and get her another cat or something, because I can't. You don't want to break her heart. That'll break her heart. That's really bad. That's really bad. I mean, the only thing that's worse is that guy that ran over his own kid and killed his kid. Did you hear about that? This was years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
God,
man.
like I can't imagine. But yeah, no, it's horrible.
Oh.
What do you think?
Yeah, definitely don't fucking tell her. No fucking way. You should tell her that you smushed her little poopsie. Like
little poopsie.
Yeah.
Oh,
little poopsie went to go play on the farm.
And I mean, and look, it could have been a good thing if mom is kind of like Elmira from Tiny Toons, and she was like all smushing on the cat. Oh, I love you. Maybe Poopsie committed suicide. Maybe she jumped behind that tire on purpose. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on, but I jest. What do you call it? Just wanted to let everybody know, as we're coming closer to Suicide Prevention Month, and Suicide Awareness Month. That was not a joke I should have made, so I apologize. But if you are feeling any thoughts of suicide and so forth, please make sure that you are not alone, and there are people out there that will help you, and what do you call it, will support you and help you get through it. So please check out the suicide awareness hotline, and make sure that you take care of yourself. You're not alone. I shouldn't have made that joke, so I apologize. Dana's laughing at me. She's like, you always get yourself in these positions.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a Brim cancel counter. Just see how many times he's like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Shit, I should have done that.
Yeah. Well, Greer has the same thing going at GHR. So I'm getting canceled in one way, shape, or form, I'm sure.
I don't think so. I think you recovered very nicely with that, and you gave out all the information, and I'll put it in the show notes again too.
Thank you.
You're
But
welcome.
it wasn't like I was saying a human. I said a cat. I said it was a cat. So you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I apologize for going there, but still, I want to be fun. I mean, when I thought it was funny.
Well, my little brother totally went all Lenny on a little mouse and like squeezed it to death.
No, really?
Yeah.
No.
He was I think he was like 4 or 5, and he just wanted to love his little mouse so much.
And the mouse didn't bite him?
I don't think so. I could be wrong on that. I don't remember all of the details on it, but he Lenny'd a little mouse.
Oh no, that's awful. That's awful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, so kids don't know that shit. I mean, my daughter, we were at a winery and she saw this lizard on the ground, and you would have thought the lizard would have fucking run away, but no, it just lays there and stares at her. And she just looks at me and then stomps on it. And I was like, oh my God. Like 2 at the time. And I was like, oh my God, you just killed this lizard. And I was horrified. I was like, oh my God, my daughter's a serial killer. And then it turned out the lizard was playing dead, because 3 minutes later, whenever we were like away from it, it got up and ran away.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it like recovered or what, but it got up and ran away. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. Like Jesus. I mean, ouch. Like,
yeah, you do not want my bloodline, apparently. Lenny,
you've got a bunch of murderers in there. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's like craziness. Apparently Greer, when from GHR, he used to take, we were talking about this on a live we did, and apparently he used to take was a wiffle ball bat, and he would, and swing at, and hit the poor little fireflies, just because they would explode on the bat, and they would get the iridescence like all over the bat. It would go like, I'm like, I can't believe you. You're a murderer. I can't believe. And he's like the nicest guy. I'm like, I can't believe you. You are the worst. The worst, Greer. The worst.
I used to pinch their little butts out and then put them on my fingers and pretend like they were rings.
You're just as bad. Shame on you, Dana. Shame on you. Oh my Lord.
I didn't know any better. I was just a little girl playing hide and seek in the summertime with my friends. And, like that was one of the things. We would catch fireflies and then we'd squeeze their little asses off.
Oh my God.
So I used to have ass hands, I guess, because I would put them, on my, I'd put them on my face. I'd put them on,
Listen, at least if I'm going through the apocalypse at all, I'm making sure that you and him are on my side, because I don't need bats swung at my head, and I don't need, my ass being pinched out for any meat or blood or whatever the hell it is by you murderers.
Yeah. Well, luckily there's no fireflies here in San Diego, so they're all safe.
Are they really? They're not?
Yeah.
I thought that you guys had there too.
Nope. Yeah, I never see them, which is something that I actually really miss about the East Coast. Is I miss fireflies. We called them lightning bugs. I don't know if you call them that there or not. Yeah,
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were in PA. You grew up, so what do you call it? So yeah, you got the same vernacular as I do for the most part. What do you call it? What, now, so what's funny is speaking of fireflies, this reminded me another time when I was in San Diego. I know I told you about something when we were off air earlier. So there was a different one of the times that I was in San Diego signing for the Comic-Con. And the reason why I'm thinking of this is because the guy had this, how they have those little bike riding things, what I mean? And they put you in the back of the bike and
they drive you around.
Drive around. So I'm like, this dude would never be able to move me in a million years. Like, he's going to struggle, but he had this like these lights that were all, it was all around the thing. It looked like little fireflies. It was really, really cute. And what do you call it? He actually, like, it was towards the end of the night. We were walking, to go and try to grab something to eat. So he was like, come on, I'll take you guys into town. I'm like, I'm not paying for anything. I'm not doing it. He goes, I didn't ask you to pay. Come on, I'll take you into town. So I was like, there's no way you're going to be able to move it with myself and these two guys. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. He said, just get in. I'm like, okay, fine. So we got in. Homeboy was working. It was like Peloton City because he was like going uphill to try to get to a certain point. And I'm like, I'm sitting back going, all right, let's see how this works out. You know what I mean? It was hilarious. But the firefly thing brought that up. I was thinking about that. And
what
and
did
we did
his
give him a big
calves
tip.
look like?
They were not too big, but I was impressed, and I did give him a big tip. I was like, "Here you go, bro." He's like, "No, you didn't have to do that." I'm like, you earned it. Thank you. You earned it. That's it. So, anyways,
what a job! What a job!
Little Poopsie, listen, she's in a better place right now, apparently. And what do you call it? Keep the secret going because mom she don't need to know that.
No,
she'll be upset. So
yes.
Yeah. So you're up next, my dear.
When I was in college, I used to masturbate on my roommate's pillow when he wasn't in the room. And when he would come back, he used to lay his face right in it. He never knew what it was because I used to rub it into the pillow after I was done.
First of all, that shit gets crispy. I don't know how the hell nobody would realize that it wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
all
like
crispy
flakes
afterwards.
and stuff too.
Yeah, like, I mean, come on, man. Like, all right. Listen, that's nasty as sin. I don't know what you had against your roommate. But,
I'm curious about that. I would love to know, what did your roommate do to deserve this? Or is it just your kink? You just want to like put cum on people's faces that don't know it's cum?
Yeah,
Could be a thing.
that they don't know it's there. Like, maybe, or were you into your roommate? I mean, are you comme ci comme ça? You bi? You wanted to, or gay, and maybe you figured, maybe you're interested in him, and that's the closest you'd be able to get. Maybe was he a He-Man woman hater? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know.
What do they call that? The Superman or something? When you come on the back and then like stick the shirt in it and it dries.
Is that what it is? You're nasty, Dana. You snorted. Dana snorted. All right. That's the show right there. Dana snorted. We're good. All right. That means we've got something funny going on. That's good. All right. Do I really need to read this next one? This is.
I mean, you can skip ahead if you want to. I don't care.
No, I'll do it. Wow. Okay. This is a big one here. This Superman. I can't believe you. The slap sound and everything. Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord.
I'm pretty sure it's like a Soulja Boy song, isn't it? Like,
yeah, Superman.
Yeah.
All right. Oy. All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go. My wife's childhood best friend and I have been hooking up. She has enormous breasts with prominent blue veins. This is in very big detail, Dana. Very big detail. I like the outlook so far. What do you call it? Other than the fact that it's the wife's friend, but okay. Which is a huge turn on for me. And she also enjoys anal sex, okay, which my wife does not. Both of our spouses have lower libidos than us, and we realized that we are a better match physically. We all joke about being sister wives and brother husbands and swapping on occasion, but only the two of us are getting to actually live out the fantasy, as far as we know. Maybe they're sneaking around behind our backs as well. For their sakes, I hope so, because we've been wearing each other out for almost 6 years. Holy crap. I still have sex with my wife when she's in the mood several times. My wife has sucked my dick literally just minutes after it came out of her friend's vagina and or ass. So that is the your face is priceless right now, Dana, just so you're aware. I mean, I'm gonna let you take this one first because you're speechless. So this should be good.
I'm really stuck on you let your wife suck your dick after it comes out of her friend's vagina. Like, rude.
Maybe she likes the taste. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe she's
Yeah.
like,
Do
oh,
we
it's
get like
tangy
a
today, sweetheart.
courtesy wash off or something?
You would think. You would think.
Oh, I can just imagine, like, if my husband had sex with a woman and then came back and let me suck his dick right after, like, that's grounds for murder in my book. Like, that is,
Yeah.
I mean, I understand if you're gonna, like, if somebody's gonna go out and cheat or whatever, fine. I mean, not fine, but don't further like make your spouse like, oh God,
Yeah.
the words aren't even coming, but I'm like, oh,
Well, apparently he did right up inside her. But the fact of the matter is that if you're a woman and you're about to go down on the guy, wouldn't you smell something? You know what I mean? Like, after getting it on once, you know what I'm saying? Like right afterwards, you're going to get the scent. You know what I mean? So if you're taking that home to your wife, I would assume that she would smell something on you. You know what I mean? Especially if you were, back and forth, from front to back. You know what I'm saying? Always front to back, especially with the women.
Also, can you write in and let us know how many UTIs this woman gets that you're having? Because holy shit, literal shit in the vagina.
Yeah. I mean, well, again, it depends. It depends on what again, we don't know the full situation here, but it seems as though I would assume that he's going out, he's doing his thing, and she's his thing, and coming back, and then either showering wherever he is with this woman, or showering when he gets home, and then the wife is somewhat in the mood, and then he's going and getting on with her. I'm sure it's not like, all right, well, I just, plowed this girl in the ass, and then I'm coming home, and, now I've got a shit dick, and you know what I mean? She's sucking it off. I mean, I would assume she would know. You know what I mean? I would assume she would know. I don't know. I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
6 years. That's a long time. I wonder if she actually does know and is just kind of playing into it, because if they're making jokes about being sister wives and stuff like that, maybe there's like some level of knowing on his wife's behalf. It doesn't seem like he wants to be with this other woman in like a relationship. He's just like, we're a better match physically.
Well, okay. You know what I mean? Like, okay, then you should have thought of that before you said I do, brother. That's it. I mean, well, we're a better match physically. Look, I know, look, the big ginormous breasts with the prominent blue veins. I mean, that gets to you. Listen, I get it, man. But you can do the same thing with your right hand and Pornhub, bro. Like, I mean,
So
again,
I didn't realize that
gets me.
Yeah, I know. But the big boobs with blue veins, that's a thing. Like, that's a turn on for people. Big boobs with blue veins.
That just means they're real and heaving. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love when my wife was pregnant. Oh, huge turn on for me. I don't know why. Huge turn on for me. Loved it. What do you call it? I think sexiest thing in the world is when a woman is pregnant and glowing, and what do you call that? That for me,
and her tits grow to like triple D's.
I will neither confirm nor deny that. But yes, what do you call it? It's for me absolutely beautiful. Love it, and love every bit of that. So like, I don't know, man. I guess for certain people, like we say all the time, people have different kinks, and enormous breasts, big blue veins, because they're just so big and out there. Okay, I see, I get it. I hear you. I'm with you.
Thank you for getting it off your chest.
Yes, well, getting it off her chest, that might be difficult. There's just a lot of surface area.
Getting it off on her chest.
Yeah, like a lot of surface area to get it off of. You might be washing it down for a week. There's
and Superman.
Superman, like that. Damn. What do you call it? It'd be interesting. Like, what do you call it? So now I want to know, when you guys are getting it on, what's the biggest position? Is it her on top, so that this way they're heaving down on you? I mean,
Uh-huh.
I want to know what
Or is it
the
behind so you can reach around?
yeah, or they're like knocking around, like, those balls that go ding 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 ding.
Uh-huh.
I'm not talking
Yeah.
about my testicles. I'm talking about the, what do you call it? The doctor's office. Ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding. I wonder if it's like that. Then he just like sits there, and, like, he's from behind and just slaps one and just goes to the other side, slaps the other to go bong, 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 bong. You know what I mean?
Like you're playing the bongos.
Yeah, like, dude, man, Bongo Fiesta is one of my favorite things. Like, pa, pa, da, 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 da. And I was an old drummer, so I know how to play. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Play a whole freaking play Moby Dick from John Bonham on that ass. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, while you're Supermaning the hoe, I mean,
Yeah.
do that to your husband next time you guys are getting it on. Just come up from behind and just Superman that hoe, whatever. I don't know, whatever. I don't know. All right, you want the next one?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we've had one like this one before. It says, I like to wear my wife's open leg G-string. What is an open leg G-string?
You're the woman. I would think you'd know more than I
I
would.
don't. I mean, I wear thongs, but I don't wear G-strings.
An open leg, is that the stuff? It's hold on. Isn't that, I don't know.
Well,
what it is.
anyways, my question to you would be, where do you put the goods? Like, where do the sausage and
tucks.
biscuits go?
I would assume that he's tucking,
Oh, okay. Okay.
right?
All right.
Like open. Oh, that's the open vag. So yeah, what do you call it? So
Oh, so
I
they just
looked
hang
it up.
down or something?
So I guess they just hang out of it. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, this is crotchless. This says crotchless. I'm just looking. I'm trying to make sure that I respond appropriately.
We're
young
doing a
lady.
fact check, okay?
Yeah. Fake news. Oh my lord, fake news. Open
real
front lace
time.
G-string. Let's see. What is it? Oh, this is sold at Walmart. Very nice.
Oh, okay.
So apparently, okay, so it's the top is like up here, like where where it holds on,
Uh-huh.
and then the G-string goes around, but it's open in the front. I can't. So it's like open, it's not there. So it's just like a string, so it goes up.
So
I
it's an
guess, to the
easy
rim.
access
So
G-string.
there's nothing in the chooch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it looks like it's on the sides of the chooch. And how they have
Okay.
this on Walmart, I have no idea.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Walmart is kinky as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Meanwhile, you get like weird versions of movies there. You know that? You don't get the full version if it's a rated R movie. You get like a skewed version.
Really?
Or that used to be the case. I don't know if it still is, but it used to be the case.
Interesting.
Yeah. Craziness, I tell you. I'm actually going to send you the link of that to what do you call it, to your email, so this way you can see what I was thinking.
That is so funny. Well, it sounds like it would be a lot more comfortable for a dude though than what I was picturing. I was picturing like a little piece of cloth that was like splitting
Right.
your peep in half. But this
Right.
it sounds like it's open air, like you get to free ball.
Right. Which again, like, or I thought they were tucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
now, did you know about this? I didn't know about this. About tucking. I thought that when guys, I learned this recently from Alex, my engineer. What do you call it? Because he's bi
Uh-huh.
and he's tucked before apparently. And we had a conversation, and he what do you call it? He said, oh no, they're not just going back, because I'm like, yeah, all they have to do is turn around and you see that the nuts and everything there. He goes, no, that means that they're doing it wrong. Apparently, it all goes up into you tuck it up. You literally tuck them up into yourself.
Like back and up?
No, I
Or-
don't. I think up into the orifice, like it goes up. I don't know all the details because I did not try it, but nor do I wish to.
Well, go ahead, Brim, and report back.
I will find out if you'd like, but I am not going to do it myself, and mine are way too big to even consider that. So yeah, that's not for me. But that being said,
Interesting.
yeah, so the tucking, it's not necessarily flipping it back, it's flipping it, sticking it up. It's like inside out, inside your body. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I gotta imagine it's very uncomfortable. You know what I mean? When it's extra cold and my thing goes inside itself and fiddleheads. I'm like, yeah, no, this is not comfortable. So I gotta believe that's not comfortable. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to look this shit up now. I'm afraid of what I mean. You're gonna put it in the search bar, and I'm afraid what's gonna come up. But I got to do the research.
I thought I
Gotta do
knew.
it.
I thought I knew a lot before doing this show. And I did, but I learned a hell of a lot more doing it.
Oh
So
yeah, there's a lot to learn here.
yeah. And I'm not, I'm not, one of those people that doesn't know what's what. I've been out and around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's crazy. Some of the things like you would have never ever known about. What the hell is this? But anyways, all right. So we have one more. Do we have time for it?
Yep, go for it.
Okay. I love flirting with married women and try to make them feel special. That's fine. As long as you're not acting on it, you're not sitting and trying to get in their pants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's, respectful, like, listen, a little bit of flirting, even though, if somebody flirted with my wife, I'd take them out in 0.2 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, but that being said, like, you're flirting, like when I'm at conventions and it's gotten me into trouble before, where, I would say, oh, hey, beautiful, how are you today? And,
Yeah.
oh, how are you? Oh, thank you so much for coming. Oh, you're just such a sweetheart. Oh, you're a doll. Oh, you look beautiful today. You know what I mean? Different
Yeah.
compliments, because I want people to feel good about themselves. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And when I'm out at a convention and I'm there, I want people to feel good about themselves. I want them to feel comfortable coming to speak to me when they come to see me. You know what I mean? And you get all kinds. You get people that are attracted to you, or people that are what do you call it, they're crying because they're so excited to meet you, or
Uh-huh.
they're nervous because they don't know how to act. You know what I mean? So there's so many different emotions going on. I always want to be welcoming.
Yeah.
So when this person is saying, flirting with married women, like, I don't know if these people are married or not. I don't look to see if they have rings on their fingers.
Right.
I'm not going after, I'm not trying to get them into the sack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Mhm.
care. I'm just trying to be sweet. It's like when I say to you, when I see you, I'm like, hey, what's going on, gorgeous? You know what I mean? I'm talking to you, you're my friend.
Right.
I'm paying you a compliment and being sweet. I'm not being like, oh, Dana, you look so hot today. We need to get it on.
Yeah.
That's not my thing, but you know that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or if I'm calling, Kim at GHR, like, what's going on, mama? Oh, you're looking good today, whatever.
Right.
I'm not hitting on her, but I'm trying to let her know, oh, you look nice today. You should feel good about yourself. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But some people might take it the wrong way. So it really depends on who they're with and who they're talking to. Like, if they're married and that the husband is there and you're doing it, I would maybe be a little more, be a little careful when you're doing it, because you don't know if they're going to have a big monster, husband like me that's going to tear your throat out. That being said, what do you call? I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, you never know though. Some of these women might be flirting back. They might be like, "Oh, this feels good. Thank you so much." Because I mean, and I mean, I don't go to work or anything, so whenever some women, like they have like their work people that they flirt with because it makes them feel good. If they're not, maybe hubby's not giving them compliments or something at home. So it feels nice when somebody else is, paying you a compliment or something like that. Lucky for me,
Yeah.
my husband compliments me all the time to the point of annoyance. I'm like, oh my God, I get it. Thank you.
That's me too. I do the same thing to Danielle, and she gets annoyed too. That's why I said eventually, when you two finally get the chance to meet in person, you'll get along real well.
I can't
Both
wait.
of
I
you
can't
gonna,
wait.
like, probably like, oh, just shut the fuck up already. I don't want to hear you. That's okay. All right. Fine. But when it was so funny because that's how I am. I want to make sure, like, and I do that with her all the time. But now, do you compliment him on the way he looks, or how if
I do.
do you?
So here's the thing though. I definitely compliment my husband. If he comes walking down the steps and I think he looks good, I'm like, man, you look really good. Or, if he gets a haircut and I'm like, man, that looks really nice. Or, whatever it may be, I compliment my husband a lot. However, recently he has told me that he wishes that I would like tell him how sexy he was,
I
or
say that all the
something like
time.
that.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing, like, even though I compliment him, like I will look at him and be like, damn, you look really good today. But I never look at him and say, like, oh my God, I fucking need you right now. You look so hot. And I
Right.
need to do that. I need to do, because my husband has
Yes.
specifically told me that he wants me to do that. So now I'm like, okay,
Yes.
now I need to find the time where I think he looks good. And I'm like, holy fuck, you're smoking hot. You know, like now I need to do that because that's what makes him feel wanted in our relationship.
Yes.
So
See,
I'm
you need
working
to
on
have-
it.
You need to have a conversation with my wife. I need that in my life. That's what I need in my life.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm not great at it. My husband will tell you I'm not great at it yet, but I do plan on being more mindful of that to make him feel more special in our relationship.
Is it more like, oh babe, you look so hot, smoking hot.
Yeah,
Come
like
to
I'm
me.
reading from a
Yay.
teleprompter.
Come on, give it to me good. Ooh yeah, baby. Thank
Oh
you
baby,
so
oh
much.
baby.
Oh baby,
That
oh baby,
dick
oh.
thick. That looks good.
Ooh yes. Wahoo. God, Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord. Anyways, what do you call? I think that's about all we have for this week's Dirty Little Secrets Club. What do you call? We thank you guys so much as always for hanging out with us, sending us some awesome dirty little secrets. Hopefully, you guys will always come back, respond, give us more information about, the stories when we ask for that information would be greatly appreciated. Also, we're still waiting to hear back about that one guy and his mom's friends, right?
Oh, yeah. We did not hear back from him. So, I mean, hopefully it's because he's having sex with his mom's friend.
Yeah, getting it on like Donkey Kong. All of our fingers are crossed for you, brah. What do you call it? And we want to know, and Dana wants to smell your fingers, and we want to make sure that it's all good. Anyway, Dana, as always, what do you call it? Always fun to do the show. What do you call it? Make sure to let them know what the first rule of Dirty Little Secrets Club is.
Absolutely, guys. You know, the first rule of the Dirty Little Secrets Club is to tell everyone about the Dirty Little Secrets Club. And you can go ahead and anonymously submit your dirty little secrets at thedirtylittlesecretsclub.com.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys rate, review, subscribe, hit that like button on all the social medias. 5-star reviews only. Dana insists 5-star reviews only. And what do you call it? Thanks again. We will see you again next week.
You think we want something from you, you got another thing coming.